At this moment in economic class, we shall be looking at supply theory. And under supply theory, we understand that there is a need to look into the definition first, followed by supply curve and supply schedule. Then we shall also be looking at factors affecting supply. Likewise, change in supply and change in quantity supplied. Supply. This is the quantity of a commodity which a producer is willing and ready to offer for sale at a particular price in a given period of time. Supply in economics does not imply the total output produced by a firm, but a part of what they have produced that the producer or the firm is willing and ready to take to the market for sale is what we call supply. Take for instance, a producer may have 50 outputs of a particular commodity, but willing to take 45 out of 50 to the market for sale. So supply is 45, while the remaining 5 left is not supply. So when we are talking about supply in economics, we are looking at the quantity that a producer or a firm is willing to offer for sale in a particular period of time at a particular price. So a firm might produce total quantity of a particular quantity, but willing to take parts to the market for sale. So the parts taken to the market for sale is what we call supply. So this part being taken to the market for sale refers to as effective supply in economics. Supply schedule. This is a table showing the relationship between price and quantity supply of a commodity. The table will show the prices and quantity supply of a commodity in a given period of time. We are going to look at one, but let us define supply curve. Supply curve. This is a graphical representation showing the relationship between the price and quantity supplied in a given period of time. So supply curve is trying to tell us that we can have supply schedule and translate it into curve. So that is, we are translating supply schedule into curve. And what is it going to tell us? That is graphical representation of supply schedule. In supply curve, we are going to discover this. That is, it indicates direct relationship between price and quantity supplied. That is, the relationship between price and quantity supply is direct. So with the head of data, we are going to demonstrate that now. Supply schedule for sugar. After defining supply schedule, let us look at this table and what the table is telling us. The table is telling us that price per packet, quantity supply per week. When the price is 1 naira, quantity supply per week is 100 quantity. When the price is 2 naira, quantity supply indicates 150. When the price is 3 naira, quantity supply is 200. 4 naira, 250. 5 naira, 300. We will observe one thing from the table, that as the price of the commodity is increasing from 1 naira to 4, 5 naira, quantity supply also increases. The indication is that the price motivates the producer to supply more. As a result of what? As a result of increase in the price of the commodity in the market. That the supplier will be willing to supply more commodities to the market when there is an increase in price of such commodity. But if there is a decrease in the price of the commodity in the market, it will discourage the producer in supplying more to the market. Say for instance, the price is 5 naira here, quantity supply rate 300. If the price reduces to 4 naira, it will discourage the producer to take more to the market. But what will they do? They will take less to the market. If the price becomes 3 naira, quantity supply will reduce to 200. to 1 naira, quantity supply will reduce to 100 naira. So the indication is that there is a direct relationship between price of the commodity and quantity supplied of such commodity. We cannot translate this schedule into curve for further explanation. Supply curve for sugar. Looking at the diagram before us, we have two axes. This price axis, this quantity axis. On the quantity axis, we have quantity supplied, and on the price axis, it indicates the price. When the price is 1 naira from the supply schedule, we have the quantity supplied to be 100 quantity. So this is what the diagram is trying to tell us. When the price is 2 naira, we have the quantity supply to be 150. When the price is 3 naira, we have the quantity supply to be 200. When the price is 4 naira, the quantity supply is 250. 5 naira, quantity supply 300. From the diagram, we will observe one thing, that the slope is upward. Imply that there is a direct relationship between price of the commodity and quantity supply of the commodity. So we call it direct relationship or positive relationship. As the price is increasing, quantity supply is also increasing. So if we can remember demand curve, we said that one is downward sloping, but supply curve is always upward sloping for normal supply. So why? Because every producer wants to produce more or supply more to the market whenever there is an increase in price of its products. Factors affecting supply. Number one, price of the commodity. We have studied when we analyze demand curve and supply schedule that every producer will want to increase his or her output or increase supply whenever there is an increase in price of the commodity in the market. So here, as the price increases, quantity supply too will increase. So there is a direct relationship between the price of the commodity and quantity supply of the commodity. So price of the commodity affects supply either directly. So an increase in price will motivate the producer to take more to the market. A decrease in price will discourage producer to take more to the market. Number two, cost of production. When you say cost of production, it implies the amount it takes to produce the commodity. That is, summation of the cost of inputs will give the cost of production. An increase in cost of production will lead to decrease in quantity produced, which implies that supply also will be reduced. So if there's an increase in cost of production, it will affect supply of the product in the market. So less of the commodity will be taken to the market. But if a producer is able to have decrease in the cost of production, then there will be a decrease per cost of output. So in that case, more of the product will be taken to the market as a result of decrease in the cost of production, leading to increase in production, which in turn to increase in supply. Number three, technological development. Where there is a better technology that can be used towards production, leading to increase in output, supply will increase. But where there is no good technology that can improve the output, supply can be constant or decrease. So better technology improve supply. Number four, number of producers. The more the number of producers of a particular commodity in an economy, the more the increase in the output, which will have positive effect on supply. So supply will increase whenever there is an increase in the number of producers. But where there is a decrease in the number of producers, supply will decrease. Number five, new sources of raw material. If there is availability of new sources of raw material, there will be an increase in production that will lead to increase in supply. But if there is no availability of new sources of raw material, then the existing one is what the firm will still be using. Supply might not increase. So new sources of raw material influences supply positively. Number 6, taxation and subsidies. Taxation discourages hard working, also affects production as well as supply of goods. Where there is an increase in taxation, it discourages producers to buy more input to be used towards production because of an increase in indirect tax. So if there's an increase in indirect tax, it has negative effect on the firm because the firm won't be able to acquire more input to be used towards production. But where there is a decrease in indirect tax, it will motivate the producer to take more input towards output. So supply will increase. But subsidies have positive effect on supply. The more government increases subsidies, the more output that the firm will be able to produce, and supply will also increase. This is a situation where there is an increase or decrease in quantity supplied as a result of change in price, in which other factors affecting supply are constants. Here, when we are talking about change in quantity supply, we are looking at the price of the commodity in question in relation to the quantity supply of the commodity in question, holding other factors affecting supply constant. Here, there is a movement along supply curve. So here in supply, a change in quantity supply. The supply curve will be constant, but there will be movement along the curve. Although we have said that in supply curve, there is upward sloping in it. So there will be movement along the supply curve whenever there is a change in quantity supply, because only the price of the commodity in question that is influencing it, other factors are constant. Change in quantity supply is into two types, namely, number 1, decrease in quantity supply, 2, increase in quantity supply. These two types will be demonstrated with the help of diagrams. Let's take increase in quantity supply first. Looking at the diagram, we have price axis here and quantity axis to be horizontal. We have supply curve that we have said is the upward sloping. Looking at the arrows that we have, on the price axis, we can see 50 naira here, we can see 20 naira here. On the quantity axis, we can see 50 quantity, we can see 80 quantity. The arrow is telling us one thing concerning price axis, that when the price moved from 20 naira to 30 naira, there is a change in quantity supply. And what is that change? That the quantity supply increased from 50 to 80. We have said it when we analyze supply curve, that there is a direct relationship between price of the commodity and quantity supply of the commodity. That's what we are looking at here. That when we are talking about increase in quantity supply, there is upward movement along supply curve. I think the supply curve is moving upwardly here. Why is it moving upwardly? Because the price has increased from 20 naira to 50 naira, while the quantity supply increased from 50 to 80 quantity. Why? Because the price is the only one affecting quantity supply. Other factors affecting supply are constants. So we call this one increase in quantity supply or upward movement along supply curve, as the arrow indicated. The second one, decrease in quantity supply. Looking at the diagram before us, we observe something on this curve, particularly supply curve. You will see that the arrow moves downward the indication is that there is a decrease in quantity supply. And why there is a decrease in quantity supply as the result of price of the commodity being what? Being decreased. Now, from the price average, we discover that the initial price is 40 naira, while the new price is now 10 naira. When we come to the quantity average, initial quantity happens to be 60, while the current quantity happens to be 20. Why? There is a decrease from 60 to 20 in terms of the quantity supply as the result of a decrease in price from 40 to 10. So we call it decrease in quantity supply because it is only the price of the commodity in question that is affecting it. Other factors are constant. Then looking at the arrow, the curve as well, supply curve, is downward. That is, whenever we have a decrease in quantity supply, the supply curve is always downward sloping. That is, supply curve is what? Downward sloping. Anytime there is a decrease in quantity supply, because price of the commodity is the only one influencing it. Other factors are constant. Change in supply. This occurs when there is a shift in supply curve, holding price constant as a result of other factors influencing supply, such as cost of production, taxation, number of producers, subsidy, etc. etc. When we are talking about change in supply, we are holding the price of the commodity in question constant, looking at other factors affecting supply. That is a situation where the price is still 100 naira, say for instance, and there is an increase in supply or decrease in supply. The indication is that it is not the price of the commodity that is influencing supply, but other factors affecting supply apart from the price of the commodity are the one influencing it. So we have a shift in supply curve. We said supply curve happens to be upward sloping. So when we have a shift from one side to the other side, either to the right or to the left, then we are talking about change in supply. Change in supply is into two types, namely increase in supply, decrease in supply. We are going to demonstrate these two types with diagram. From the diagram, it's talking about change in supply. We have three supply curves. S+1, S+1, S+0, S+0, S+2, S+2. The implication is that with the help of the arrow, there is a shift in supply from S0, S0 to S2, S2. Another one is telling us there is a shift in supply from S0, S0 to S1, S1, while the price is constant. The curve is trying to let us understand that factors affecting supply apart from the price are the one operating here. Say for instance, if there's a decrease in the cost of production, we expect production to increase. That will lead to increase in the supply. So in that case, it can be 300 initially. Because of decrease in cost of production, the output has increased, leading to increase in supply to 450. So it means the price is constant while there's a change in supply. That is, supply has increased. Why? Because of decrease in cost of production. If there is a decrease in taxation, it will encourage the producer to further their production. So in that case, supply will increase. Maybe the number of producers have increased in that industry. When the price of the commodity is still constant, so definitely we are going to have increase in supply. Maybe they will discover a better technology that can increase production, leading to increase in output. When the price is still constant, the supply changes, that is, supply increases. So that is to say, increase in supply implies that factor of production, the factors affecting production have favorable influence on supply. But looking at the other one, from 300 to 200, it implies decrease in supply. Decrease in supply can be as a result of increase in taxation. Increase in taxation will discourage production. So this one will affect supply, decrease in supply. Not only that, cost of production, if there's an increase in cost of production, it will also discourage increase in output. So output will reduce. At the end of the day, supply will come down when the price is still constant. If the number of producers decreases, then the supply will also decrease when the price is constant. So the indication is that a shift from S2, S2 to S1, S1 implies a decrease in supply as a result of other factors affecting supply that are not favorable to supply when the price is constant. Number one of the reasons why the conditions of supply of a commodity may change is A change in real income, B, changes in the technique of production, C, a change in taste, D, changes in population. The right answer is B, changes in the technique of production, because it's the only factor that can affect supply. Others are talking about demand. Question 2. The quantity supplied of a commodity increases when A, production increases, B, demand increases, C, price of commodity increases, D, population of the country increases. The right answer is C, price of the commodity increases, because there is a direct relationship between price of the commodity and quantity supply of that particular commodity. Question 3. In the above diagram, supply curve S0, shifts to new position S1, S1 to indicate A drop in supply, B, an increase in supply, C, a supply push inflation, D, an increase in quantity supplied. The right answer is B, an increase in supply, because we have two supply curves, SO and S1. So we have right shift. A right shift indicates increase in supply when the price is constant.